Hi, this is Kamera with Points in the Bible, day number 18, Exodus chapter 1 through chapter 3. Now we're at a point where Joseph is dead, all of his brothers are dead, and this is like great great grandchildren. Fast forward, children of Israel multiply. Remember when they first got to Egypt, there was only 70 of them. Now they have multiplied to such a great number that Egypt is feeling threatened. Egypt is feeling threatened, and so they come up with this plan. The new king, who doesn't know about Joseph, he decides to make the children of Israel slaves. Yeah, work them very hard. A brutal slave master. They don't get paid, and children of Israel multiplying. They don't like this, and heavy oppressions. Children of Israel, again, they're multiplying to great numbers, so they go to the, Pharaoh. He goes to the midwives, tell them that he wants them to kill all male-born children. They're not with that. They fear God more. God blesses them. Then he decides he's going to kill. He wants the Hebrew people, and he even said his people, Egyptians, to kill any male-born children of Israel, any Hebrew male-born. And guys, I mean, to be born into that situation, and this is a point here, we cannot help what family we're born into, what circumstances we are born into. We cannot help that. What we need to do, though, is trust God while living in those circumstances. Live righteously. Seek God. It's important that you seek God and get to know God. Now, they were born into the situation, and then to be told to throw your kid in the sea. Yeah, these people were pretty wise. The ones who I'm about to talk about, this couple. Levi couple, they have a baby, and they liked this child very much. Kept this baby as long as they could, and then they built a waterproof basket. When it was time, they couldn't keep them anymore, put them in that basket. Praise God, though, for the Pharaoh's daughter seeing that basket, having her maid go get the basket, and she sees that there's a crying baby. His sister was standing by the banks to see what would happen to the kid. So she runs up to the princess and said, "Would you like me to go find a Hebrew woman to nurse the baby?" Princess liked that idea. So who do you think the little girl went to go get? Her own mother. And so princess pays the mother, to take care of this baby, nurse the baby. And once the baby was older, she took the baby back to Pharaoh's daughter. Pharaoh's daughter named the baby Moses. So yeah, Moses actually was raised in the palace as a prince. That is a blessing. And this lady was actually paid for taking care of her own child. It doesn't get any better than that. So fast forward, Moses grows up, and he is aware that he is a Hebrew. He does not like the way the Egyptians are treating the Hebrews, so he kills one of them. Yeah, now he has to flee for his life because Pharaoh wants to kill him now. And he flees to Midian, where he gets a job, and he is given a wife to marry, a woman to marry, and they have a kid. Years later, God addresses Moses and tells him that he hears the cries of the children of Israel, and he is there to rescue them and take them to a land flowing of milk and honey. And Moses is the man to lead them into the promised land, out of Egypt. Moses is to go to Egypt. The elders are aware, and they will go with him to Pharaoh. Yeah, that situation, guys. Sometimes God asks us to do some things we just don't understand. But isn't it something how we don't understand what goes in the background. Children of Israel are suffering right now. They don't realize that God is hearing them. God said, "I heard you, I heard you." God hears us and see our oppression, our suffering. and he is sending a deliverer. We have to trust him for that. And God is sending Moses. Moses is protesting, but God says, tell them I am sent me. I heard all, you're crying, and I'm here to deliver you. And he goes and telling him everything, what to expect. Of course, Pharaoh's not going to accept it, but God has to strike the children of Israel with a heavy hand until they see that God is God, and he let the children of Israel go. Moses protested, but God said, I am with you. I am with you. And yeah, so Moses is asked to do something that is very difficult. Anyone can judge him all they want to, but that was a difficult task. This was a new Pharaoh, and I'm sure Moses knew this Pharaoh, but it was a difficult task to be told to do something like that. And why is that God didn't just let it do something and cause the children of Israel to leave? No, God has to prove who he is to Egypt and to the Israelites. Just like God proves himself to us who he is. He proves himself to them, but he shows them more miracles, like physical miracles. He teaches us who he is as well. We just have to open our ears to hear, open our eyes to see, seek God and see God and hear God. And yeah, there's a lot to be said about these scriptures here, this read here. But guys, if you have any points you'd like to add, please place them in the comments area. And there you have it, guys. Points in the Bible. Day number 18, Exodus chapter 1 through chapter 3. You have a God-filled blessed day.